Hi, I'm Ben, Daniel's best man. You guys might want to listen to my mother, she's scary. It's a thing. Anyways, I'm Daniel's big brother and I'm also his best man.
Listen up!
Okay, you have the floor.
Good God.
I bet you there's a rainbow out there somewhere.
Okay. I think it says a lot about a man choosing his brother to be his best man. Mostly something like, I have no friends and I'm a lonely person. To be honest with you, 3 of the guys that stood up with us today were paid actors. The 4th was Crystal's brother and she threatened him to get him here. Oh jeez. Daniel was born on December 17th, 1991. He's my baby brother. Mom and Dad desperately wanted a daughter, and to be honest with you, they nearly got it. He was to be Holly right until the moment he came out. Other than the bride and grooms themselves, no one here is happier to see these two get married than Mom and Dad. They've been together for the last 25 years. I know I don't mean to date you, Dad, but you're supposed to say it feels like yesterday.
5 years, you're here.
It's their example that we've followed in our own lives, and it's them that's formed the bedrock of our loving, supportive, totally normal family that you see here before us today. At least that's what we tell all of you. What goes on behind closed doors is none of your damn business.
There's a rainbow. Is there
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jesus.
Daniel, go over there so they can take a picture, y'all.
Oh, should I be over there too? Because I'm pretty.
Get back in here.
What? Well, I can't give the speech if they're not in here.
Pause! Pause!
Hello.
Solomon about the house.
Now get the color back.
Sit back together. Anyways, before we were interrupted by Jesus, I was talking about my brother. Where did I leave myself? Yeah, I was done that. So, Crystal, the bride, and I have always gotten along fairly well. We've known each other, I think we've actually known each other longer than my brother and her have known each other. I'm happy to welcome her to the family, and when I heard that she had agreed to marry my brother, I thought to myself, well, here's a woman who's desperate and ready to settle for whatever comes her way. Crystal, it's obvious that you guys are perfect for each other, and I hope that you guys have a lifelong happy marriage together. And if Daniel ever says anything that can be taken 2 ways, and that one of those ways makes you mad or sad, just think that Daniel meant it the other way. And if the other way makes you madder or sadder, well, Daniel, that's your problem. You work that out yourself. Daniel and I have always been completely different people. You can tell by looking at us. There's me, and then there's my sister.
Down in front.
Daniel is always like classic gangster flicks, and I've always been into the simpler action movies because, well, that's me. I can't handle hot food, but Daniel puts hot sauce on his hot sauce on his hot wings. But one thing that we can agree on is that meeting Crystal is the best thing that has ever happened to Daniel. Seriously, Daniel, married life won't always be sunshine and rainbows every day. It takes work and time on both of your parts. It'll be a big weight on both of you, and you'll have to be prepared to sacrifice for each other, for your families. I've lost my place again.
I was Ursula calling to tell us about the rainbow.
But
Yeah. We got a picture of the rainbow.
you also have to have. Where did I lose myself? Oh, you have to remember to take time for each other. I found it. And you also have to remember to have times for yourself. When things get rough, always do your best to remember why you're here today, the love and commitment that brought you together. And you'll be all right. That was a great sentence. I love myself today. So, in closing, I love, for those of you that aren't familiar with my brother and I, we spent most of our early years in life, when we grew up, we played hockey. I was the forward, Daniel was my goalie. He was kind of my baby brother. We played on the same team every other year, so I was kind of his protector. But at my wedding, Daniel said that he thought I would take a bullet for him. And he's right. And I'd like to think that he would do the same for me. And when I say I'd like to think that, well, the man's such a sieve, he'd probably jump in front of the bullet and he'd miss him and hit me anyways. And Crystal, last thing I want to say, Crystal, there's no refunds, no returns to sales final, and we don't want But really, congratulations, guys. We love you all. I'm glad to have another sister. Rhapsody, I think it's your turn now. Everybody ready? To the stage.
So my speech is going to go real smooth because it's not on my phone. Good evening, everyone. For all of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, my name is Rhapsody, and I've been Crystal's friend for almost 2 decades now. Looking back on these decades, it all makes sense why the universe made us best friends. It's because our parents could not handle us as sisters. Crystal. Everyone has a friend during each stage of life, but only the lucky ones have the same friend in all stages of life. From the first time we met in the playground as little girls to turning into crazy teenagers and getting our licenses, all the way up to becoming mothers ourselves, year in and year out, we've held on to an inseparable bond that I'm beyond grateful we share. It takes a long time to grow an old friend, and I wouldn't trade our amazing adventures and hilarious happenings for anything. Your friendship has been a special gift, generously given, happily accepted, and deeply appreciated. I love you very much, and I'm so proud of the woman you've become. And now a little about my best friend thief, also known as Daniel. Right? Give her back, bitch. Daniel, you came into my life as a smile on my best friend's face, a sparkle in her eye, and a skip in her step. I couldn't put my finger on the source of it all, but I knew whatever it was beyond genuine, and I liked it. You've taken on Crystal's life and made it your own, on top of being a wonderful father to Mason, stepfather to Mason, brother-in-law to Rob and Joe and Jesse, and son-in-law to Rob and Sam. I believe in my heart that your best role yet will be the lifelong, loving husband I know you're going to be to my best friend. So now for the both of you. Marriage is not a noun, it's a verb. It's not something you get, it's something you do. It's the way you love one another every day. So from this day forward, you both shall never walk alone. Her heart will be your shelter, and his arms will be your home. Let us all raise our glasses to Crystal and Daniel. May all of your ups and downs always be in bed. Cheers. I wish I brought my glass.